like when I had my loss, it wasn't something that was talked about. It was a very hush-hush topic. I mean, I guess, you know, when I took a week off of work and then I went right back to work and people gave me a hug, but that was about it. Like, nobody checked on me. Nobody asked how I was doing. Even my husband really didn't know what to say or do. Because it just wasn't a topic that people talk about. But I'm so thankful for Mamie's just being out there in all these organizations that, you know, love on moms that have losses and families, and we get to remember our kids and know that we're going to spend eternity with them, but we get to celebrate them, and it's good to talk about, and it's healing to talk about, because I think we just didn't. I was 13 weeks along, and I actually delivered my son in the emergency room, and it was not the best experience. It was kind of before all the bereavement programs kind of came along, and so I was alone and scared and didn't really have resources and stuff. So I just kind of shut down a little bit, but I knew that I loved taking care of moms, and so it kind of drove me to be wanting to be a labor and delivery nurse. And so after that, I was a NICU nurse for about 5 years, but there was still something in my heart that told me that I really wanted to take care of mamas. So several years later, I became a labor and delivery nurse. Have been a labor and delivery nurse for the past 12 years. And there is just something special about taking care of other moms that have losses. I really didn't heal from my loss until I started taking care of those moms. I realized how much I didn't grieve the loss of my son until I got to be there and be present with other moms. And so I've taken care of lots of moms over the last 12 years and get to love on them and be the hands and feet of Jesus, and just, you know, take care of them and cry with them and pray with them and do all the things. And it's been very healing for me, and I just feel like I can make a difference in their life, and I love it. Specifically, I have one mom in my mind that had several losses, and she was kind of in the same boat that I was. Like, she just kind of would shut down, and she never named those babies or anything because they were early losses, kind of like mine, just weren't really sure of the gender yet. But with her last loss that she had, I was her labor and delivery nurse, and I really encouraged her to pick a name for her baby. Let's name this baby. We may not know if it's a boy or a girl, but God does, and it doesn't matter. We can pick a gender neutral name. Let's name this baby. And I realized, because up until that point, I didn't ever call my baby Samuel, but when I encouraged her to do that, I realized that I needed it too.
And it was healing for you as well.
Mm-hmm. Those are precious, irreplaceable things that we give them, because they don't get to take a baby home. And so it's, I mean, just, you can't even imagine, like, just having footprints or a mold of their baby, which is my favorite thing to do, is do molds that they can take home so they can see their baby, and just have it forever, because it's just, I mean, it's, you know, you just can't even imagine, like, the gratitude that I wish I had something like that for my son. So yeah, just even footprints make a huge difference. So I'm thankful that we're able to do that for them.